With the Oblivion remaster right around the corner, I thought it'd be a great idea to go through all the Birthsigns in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, ranking them from what I feel is the worst sign to what I feel is the best sign, basing them all out of 10 on combat builds, stealth builds, and magic builds. Starting with number 13, we have the Tower. The Tower sign is situational at best. Sure, unlocking a lock once a day is neat early on, and the reflect damage is okay, but it's just not impactful for any build. Does it have great utility? Yeah, maybe. Strong build potential? No, not really. For combat builds, I'd rank it at a 2 out of 10. Stealth builds, I'd give it the 4 out of 10 just for the unlocking capability, and magic would put it 3 out of 10. Falling in at number 12 would be the Lover's Sign. The paralyzed skill is super strong, but the fatigue drain makes it hard to follow up with. You basically stun someone, and then you just don't have a lot to work with at that point. It's not ideal in a fight. It can be kinda good for sneak builds, and it's a fun gimmick, but it's not practical for a long-term sign. Combat builds, I'd put it at a 3 out of 10. Stealth builds, I'd put it at a 5 out of 10. And for magic builds, I'd land it at a 2 out of 10. Number 11, we've got the Ritual. A healing power is nice with the Blessing of Mara, and Mara's gift is kind of cool, but it does fall off hard later. It's great for role-playing characters maybe, but it's not good for min-maxing any specific type of build. Combat builds, I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Stealth, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. And magic, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Number 10 would be the Lady. You get plus 10 willpower and endurance, and these stats aren't bad at all. In fact, endurance helps you get more health over time, and the willpower boosts magicka regen. But this sign doesn't really specialize in anything, which is why I kind of rank it lower overall. Combat builds, you'd find a 6 out of 10 for this, stealth 4 out of 10, and magic builds a 5 out of 10. Now we're getting to the middle of the road signs, starting at number 9 with the Atronach. You get 150 magicka, no magicka regeneration, and a 50% spell absorption. This sign is super polarizing. It's great for veterans, not great for beginners. It gives you an insane magicka pool and spell absorption, but it removes the natural regen you have. If you know how to work around that through potions and resting and all that kind of stuff, it can really be amazing. Otherwise, you're going to struggle quite a bit and you're going to hate yourself. Combat builds, you get a 2 out of 10. Stealth builds, 1 out of 10. But magic builds here get a 9 out of 10 if you can use this properly. Number 8 would be the Apprentice. You get 100 magicka, but you also get 100% weakness to magic. This is something I consider high risk, high reward. If you're a skilled mage who can avoid the magical threats, this is a fantastic pick for you, but the weakness is literally so brutal. It makes enemy spells hit way, way harder, but a good choice would be picking a race that gives you some natural magic resistance as well to kind of counteract this. Combat builds give you a 3 out of 10. Stealth, I'd put at a 2 out of 10. And magic, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Number 7 is the Steed, giving you plus 20 speed. This sign is super, super underrated. Speed helps you move faster, dodge attacks, and reposition in combat. It's especially good for stealth builds or for hit and run characters. Those are typically some of my favorite ones to make too. Combat builds, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Stealth builds definitely gets a 7 out of 10, but magic builds gets a 4 out of 10. Number 6 in the sign list would be the Warrior. You get plus 10 strength and endurance, which is very solid and straightforward. If you want a classic fighter or a tanky melee build, this one gives you a great head start. Is the sign itself kind of boring? Yeah, but it's definitely effective because of the strength and endurance modifiers being so important to your leveling, your carry weight, your health, and so much more. Combat builds get a good 8 out of 10 on this. Stealth, I'd put it at a 3 out of 10. And magic, I'd give it 2 out of 10. Now we're getting to our top tier signs here. These are the Birthsigns that really shine. These offer powerful bonuses with almost little to no downside to them. Starting at number 5, we've got the Mage to give you a bonus 50 magicka. This is simple and efficient. There's no downsides, it's just a clean magic boost. It's less risky than the Apprentice or the Atronach, and it's perfect for a balanced caster or a beginner wanting to learn magic. Combat, I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Stealth would be a 3 out of 10, but magic is definitely a solid 8 out of 10 for that. Number 4 would be the Thief, giving you plus 10 agility, speed, and luck. A triple stat boost makes this burst sign a fantastic choice for stealth builds, one of the best, but it's also useful for hybrids. Luck can affect a lot of things under the hood too, including critical hits and other things like that, So it really adds in that extra layer that you never know how much impact it's doing, but it's always doing something and it's good to have more of it. Combat builds, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Stealth builds, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And for magic builds, 5 out of 10. Number 3 would be the Moon or Shadow. This gives you invisibility for 60 seconds, which is excellent for stealth players. You get full invisibility for a whole minute once per day. It's great for assassinations, escape, or setup. Super versatile. If you get into the Dark Brotherhood questline, this can make the early ones super easy. Combat builds, put it at a 5 out of 10. Stealth definitely gets a 10 out of 10. And magic would be a 5 out of 10. Number 2 would be the Serpent. You get the Serpent spell, which is paralyzing and poison, which bypasses the resistance. This is an underrated gem because of that ignoring resistance. It lets you take down enemies with paralyze and poison and works on everything. It's a stealth player's best friend and surprisingly useful even in combat if you find yourself pressed with multiple enemies. Just paralyze and poison one, focus on the other one, and then go back to the first one. Combat builds, I put this at a 7 out of 10. Stealth builds, easy 9 out of 10. And magic builds even get a 6 out of 10 for this one. Now, my number one, my best burst sign, you'll have to hear me out on this one, is the Lord. You get the Blood of the North, which heals 90 HP over time, and you do get a Trollkin, which is a 25% weakness to fire. Yes, you do get that small fire weakness, but the 90 hit point heal spell, usable pretty much constantly, is insanely powerful with any build. At the end of the day, there's one thing that wins any fight no matter what enemy you fight, and that's healing. If you can keep yourself healed, keep your health high, no matter how long a fight takes, you'll win. And that's why I put it at the best burst sign, because no matter what, you're in a solid position for it. Combat builds would get a 9 out of 10, and stealth and magic builds both would get an 8 out of 10 for this. And that's the full ranking, at least my opinion, of Oblivion's burst signs. Whether you're summoning Daedra, slitting throats in the shadows, or cleaving bandits in two, the burst sign can make or break your build. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite burst sign is in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one, Hero of Kvatch.